Podcast. I'm Spencer Scott Holmes.
And I'm Ryan Dunnigan.
And we're live, well, not live, but we're in person, so it's like being live to ourselves.
Yeah, and this one we're trying something different, and I know that there's been, like, different Let's Plays channels and other, like, podcasts that have already played with AI Dungeon, but I got it on my phone a little bit ago, and I just been having a lot of fucking fun with it, and I thought this might be a good thing to do with the podcast. Now, originally I did have a couple that I saved on my phone. For some reason, the server's not working. I thought it'd be funny to just go over those, but we'll do that another time maybe. Right now, I'm just going to do this live and just try to make a fun story right here on AI Dungeon. For those who don't know, this is basically like one of those text-based adventure games, but you're talking to an AI.
Yeah, so it's got kind of like whatever you type in, the computer will kind of create a follow-up story action to go along with it. And I know we've talked about this thing for a while, but it felt like the only way to really get the full experience is we had to be in person. It wouldn't have been nearly as fun over the internet or on Skype or any of that. But since we're here in person, let's start out. So we're going to ease our way into it.
We're doing a custom. So, and I feel like, I know that most people probably usually do, like, maybe detective or whatever, but like custom's like a little bit more free range, do whatever you want. So, what do you think we should do?
Okay, well, I think we should start off. We are...
or you are.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you. I can't do we. You are a 4th grade student on your way to school.
All right.
Because I look at 4th grade like the greatest time ever, so let's see what happens. You see a man in the street, and you decide that it would be best if you didn't run into him. So instead of running away from him, you turn around and walk towards him. What?
And sometimes it gets a little confused. It forgets who's who, but somebody's just going to go with it.
So,
ask him if...
So we gotta do so we challenge him, do you think?
Maybe, challenge him to a Pokemon duel.
Challenge him to a Pokemon
or Bloody Knuckles. Maybe Bloody Knuckles. Maybe it might get a little confused with Pokemon duel.
Well, we're gonna find out. We'll try Bloody Knuckles next.
The man who looks at you for a moment, then he smiles.
Well, first he said, "Hello there." You say with a friendly tone. I'm new here. Man looked at you for a moment, then he smiles. So how do we have to say this? We gotta say, can we whip out?
Say, if you want to say, or you say whip out
whip out our Pokemon set.
Oh, your Pokemon cards.
Pokemon deck. Is that too confusing? Let's see what happens.
Pokemon deck.
Long transactions are no problem.
So you come out of the Poke Center, and I thought we might have some things in common. The man continues. All right, that's Pokemon. All right.
Okay, he knows what's going on. You challenge with Charizard. I was gonna type Growlithe in, but I don't know how to spell that off the top of my head. I just got this awesome new Charizard, and he wants to see what he can do with it. He looks at your hand, and then he smiles. Sure, why not? You. Wait, do I have to do you first?
No, it's always got to be an action.
Fire.
Fire.
I was gonna say Fire Blast. That sounds stupid. Fire Blast.
On man.
On man.
Fire Blast on man. And it's buffering. Your attack successful,
Your attack is successful, and you are able to send a powerful blast of flame onto the man. He falls on the ground, holding his face, which is on fire. A crowd of students approach from the burning figure. Let's see here. What were you gonna do?
Maybe go to say. Go to say. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Let's see what happens. I probably should end it with a question mark. The crowd begins to boo and then shouts at them for the quiet down immediately. I can't believe you would boo a man for doing what else would do if the situation was reversed.
This is like, say Charizard, kill them all.
Charizard, bring revenge on all of these students.
Columbine Pokemon, holy shit.
Bring revenge on all of these students. The Charizard roars in anger and then starts to take off its trainer's head.
Oh. So it starts to kill us, okay.
So he's...
Yeah. Natural born killer, the trainer exclaims with joy.
Let's see. Now we need to escape out of here. Escape on an X-Wing.
Keep on to the next one.
You grab the X-Wing and launch to the sky. This thing is cool, you say of yourself. Amazement. Turn on your favorite radio station to listen to all their awesome music. Okay, what's this awesome music then?
Maybe go to story. Story. The mighty Bosstones play.
Boston's one word or two?
We'll find out.
Oh, I forgot mighty on the second part there.
Mighty Bosstones. They're a cover band.
We all go together side by side at the end. You get pumped up and blast in the air to the open sky. Let's go.
Maybe let's go to say. The world shall know my wrath.
The world shall know my wrath.
Them and all the
Wrath.
unborn. Them and all the unborn will die in the fire I make. I ignite. Or whatever.
Or whatever. You feel it now. The powerful voice of the Charizard assaults your ears. You turn to see at the end of the street walking slowly towards you. Your eyes widen and your hands begin to tremble. Please no. Please no. This is where you wake up from your dream. And then you get started for fucking school.
Yeah. No, let's go to action. Or do. Pray to Jesus to save you.
Let's do Jeebus. Like the Simpsons one?
Yeah.
You pray to Jeebus to save you. Save us. Oh shit.
It's all good.
Bald man appears in a blue robe.
What do you need me to say? It's gonna say?
Going to say.
Jeebus, use hydro pump.
What'd you say?
Jeebus, use hydro pump.
Use hydro pump. He'll extinguish the flames. Jeebus smiles and nods his head. He begins to gather a sphere of water in his hand, preparing to launch it at the beast. Now's the time to act, you think with a groan. It's more like, now the time's to act.
Now's the time to act.
I think we should, if we're going to do the story, you wake up from your nightmare.
Raging hard
And realize it's 1997 and you have to go to school. And you still have to go to school.
The computer's like, oh shit, give me a minute. I gotta catch up here.
Oh no, you arrive at school and see the teacher standing in front of the class. Hello, my students, she says with a warm smile, and welcome to your new teacher for Pokemon cards. Get the fuck out. It's 1997. We don't even have that yet. I guess we were dreaming about
Maybe we're in Japan.
Yeah, maybe we're in Japan. So
it's an elective.
Our exchange student in Japan. Yeah, I keep saying we. I think they would whatever. The computer kind of takes it over. See a tall, skinny boy, flat top haircut, and nose that looks like a beaver sitting on his back. He jumps up when he realizes you're there to introduce yourself.
Say, boy, sit the fuck down. I'm here to learn some Pokemon cards.
Fuck down. I'm here to learn some Pokemon cards. And drift racing.
Fast and Furious, that shit. He smiles and nods his head like, okay, sure. He says with a laugh, you sit down and begin to introduce yourself. I'm the best in the class. Bullshit! You challenge anyone to...
I'm the best at what I am.
What I do is not very nice.
And what I do is not very...
Very nice.
Very nice. Where I say Barry at? What I am?
No,
Oh, we're going with it. I was also going to go with the Bret the Hitman Hart saying, but this will work.
Bushido!
You say. Hell is that?
We are in Japan.
Yeah. The word I made up. Is it a swear word? No. It's...
my war cry.
My war cry. for love. All right, it's yours. You begin to discuss what type of car you like, but the kids soon gets bored. I like to drift in a lifted 1984, 81 Toyota. Just like the Dukes of Hazzard. Hazard? No, Hazard has 2 seasons. Oh, fuck it.
Fucking Americans coming in here.
What's that? It's a letter explained in drift. You say, oh, conversation dies there, and we just broke the computer for a second. We get down to teaching. Okay, we need to get out of our sayings here.
Okay.
Let's go. Lunch time happens.
I'm sitting alone.
And you're outside alone. Let's just see where it goes. Do you know what? It's got to turn to Project Justice now.
Lunchtime have to sit alone with the kid. So do you live here?
So do you live? No, it's exchange here. Going to an all-boy high school a few blocks away, he says.
I'm just here on my break. I'm going to see what's going on at the all-boys school down the block. Hey, Koji, Haji, what you guys up to?
You challenge him to Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! I should have spaced those out. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. It was 1997. I guess that probably a little early, but he agrees, and the two of you sit down on a bench and begin to set up your cards. So why don't you go to your high school?
Because I can't because I came to fuck your mom.
Your mom at the all-boys school.
I came to fuck your mom at the all-boys school. She's a teacher. Nice, he says.
The two of you laugh and begin to set up your cards. You shuffle and draw the first card. It's a wood ward. This ward could be useful as I can't spell. Useful as your. What are you gonna do?
Oh, you're saying something. I thought this was an action. Okay.
As your father's Hummer last night. Let's see where it goes. Hey, you get the fuck out of here, man. Mindfully good. I'll give you a high praise there.
Okay.
Where we at? Okay, you say as full as your father. Wait, full as your father. As
useful as your father's Hummer last night. Kid's face gets red and gets up to leave. Sorry about that, you say. It's okay, he says. You look up at your opponent and he looks back at you.
Wait, hold on.
You touch hands.
And you look back once more. You look back once more. No, if you look at each other once more. Yeah, I'm gonna win, you say, as the duel begins. I thought he was going away. Your move sums up monster. Go rock. Go rock, go. Let's see. We gotta get out of this. Yeah. You leave and go
kick his lunchbox in the process.
You leave, kick his lunchbox, and hit on the what do they call it? Fuck, I draw a blank on
the janitor.
No, not the janitor. Not the janitor. The yard duty. And yard duty. So, you know when you've been out of school for so long, you can't remember what's there.
Can I have your number? A car pulls in the school parking lot by the front office. Yeah, who is it, you say? The police. You pull a gun out.
Actually, let's go to a say.
You pigs won't take me alive.
Arrest this. I almost said lunch lady, but fucking yard duty lady and get her hands off.
Just throw her in the bus.
You open the door and step inside, following the principal in. What's going on, you ask? I like how I walk inside. What's going on? Like, principal man, what's up? Well, your student broke into cars, teacher's parking lot, and is driving them about. You say that kid must be punished for his wrong actions. You step to the office and close the door with a smile. I'll take care of it, you say confidently. We were hoping you would, the principal says.
So now you're just the school vigilante. Story for a second.
Okay.
You start to go. You ask around you ask around the playground who's been stirring shit up. Something like that.
Playground. Who's been driving cars around the parking lot, I guess? You find out it's the kid you dueled. Oh, shit.
Say. That son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. You're about to turn and leave when you notice the front office door is open. You open it up and find the yard duty lady stand, rubbing her hand, and a sexual desire over the seats. Oh, God. You say, you won't take me alive.
You whore.
Dirty wench. I don't know if that's how you spell wench, or if you spell it like that, like the car wench. Turn around and march over to the weeds. Don't take me alive, you dirty wench, you say. Looking around, you find a decent-sized rock, sharpened on one end.
Bash your head in with it.
Oh, wait, okay, let's say it. Maybe, like, we bash the yard duties. Head. That's probably not right. I can start head in with it. Proceed to throw her under the bus.
Only one way to get rid of the evidence.
Grab the winch under her arms and lift her over the seats, dropping her onto the asphalt. So how much? Say how much, you say. $100.
Fuck. Wrong answer, you say. I feel like it's kind of like a kid that's learning. It's starting to get it, then it starts to veer off. Like, no, Jimmy, this way, look.
Yeah. You draw your knife and stick it in her throat. Then drop it to her.
Back to class.
Back. Well, God. I want to say something, but I also want to do something. Say, you drop a Molotov. Molotov. I didn't spell that right. Molotov. That's probably not right either. Whatever. You'll figure it out, right? Hopefully. Cocktail.
Get rid of the U.
Leave the bus. Oh, yeah. The bus. French.
The and patient.
Walk up to her mouth, receive out the door, leaving it to explode with flames. You never to the bus and jump in before the oncoming teachers. Let's see. We gotta get out of the situation. Story. Let's see.
You wake up again.
The bell.
It's Inception.
Bell
rings. It's time to go home.
I like that. You wake up again from this pleasant. I'll fix that in a second. Dream. And realize. God, I can start right now. Realize it's time to go to school. School in America. God, I can't spell. I can't even spell. Oh, well, no, I spell America. I just didn't capitalize. In America in 1999. You just fix spelling, fellas. Don't mind me. Like God created fucking spell check.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. You wake up from pleasant dream, realize it's time to go to school. America. 99. You sit from warm bed, go to school. On the way, you feel stares being shot at you. Kids on your bus are all talking about you. Talking about how studly you are. That's probably nice. Studly.
Your nice calves. You don't have to add that. We'll see what it says.
how you saved the school dance from some thugs. You off the bus, decided to go home. On the way home, oh, we were just going to school, and now we're going back home. You passed by your old high school.
It was a short day. It was a middle
You
day.
passed by your old high school when you were in 4th grade, which is now a wrecking yard. Let's see. You decide to get a job at the wrecking yard as a 10-year-old boy.
Well, we had a 10-year-old boy for this wrecking yard. They can fit in the small places we can't.
After a few days, you realize you don't like working there. The boss is an asshole, and the guys who work there are dicks, even though some are cool. Let's see.
Why is my initial go-to is kill them all? What does that say about me?
Let's see. You become friends with the dicks. And enjoy your time. The day comes that your school closes down and they get a new group of kids and they don't need you around anymore. You have mixed feelings about this. Now the things are just like really confusing where we are. It's like, where are we again? Are we in Japan? Or are we at a high school that's now a wrecking yard? That's now a Bruce Springsteen song?
Look, yeah, the wrecking yard's going down. Go back to school.
Christine sends us all back to class.
Hey, you kids, come on now. It's time to go back to class. You got your whole future ahead of you.
In the fall of 95, unless you got a technical college degree or your high school diploma, you have to go back to school in the fall of 95. What the fuck is going on?
It's really confused on where
They was like,
there are times it's able to keep up. There are times where it's just like, dude, I don't know. I'm going to start saying random shit just like you.
Random choice of meat.
Random choice of meat is now the next. For lunch today will be the ham and cheese on whole grain bread, turkey sandwich with lettuce and dill mayo.
You go with your old standby and the meat between 2 pieces of bread. Let's see. We need to start narrowing. Girl walks by that you went to school with since preschool. Where this takes us. Let's go not so much death and gloom and doom.
It's going to be hard not to.
You don't really talk, but she says nothing about your appearance. You arrive at school and see a lot of people outside milling about. You talk to the girl anyways. Let's see where this is going to take. That you went to school since pre-K. A nice girl that was always there for you when you needed her. Though she didn't seem to care what's going on.
I know, what you got going on? Just like the worst conversationalist.
I don't know. What do you got going on? Oh, yeah. Oops. Shit balls. Don't do that now. Go. You say, I don't know what you got going on. I should put a question. None of your business, she says, leading the way. The walk is uneventful.
Call her a cunt. Cunt! You yell out.
You call.
Oh, just to call cunt, you say, because.
Wait.
Oh, just cunt, because it's just what you're saying, not the action. You say cunt. Use that word, she says.
That's.
What you think it's bad if they say bad words in front of my girlfriend? I thought you were the guy. Okay.
Let's say your girlfriend is named. What's her name?
Agnes.
Agnes. She doesn't like being called a cunt. I don't know where we're going with this.
Neither do I.
I feel like
we should maybe restart a new one to give us a fresh slate.
She doesn't have a choice. Her brother owns the school. The truth comes down today. Which brother? The nerdy one or the special
needs one?
Special needs kid. The nerdy one. You nod in agreement with your old friend. So you should probably avoid the special needs kid. He takes things too far sometimes.
Is he the fucking Hulk or something? What is he?
So far. the special needs kid go? The first time he called me a mental defective, I nearly pissed myself. Then he stopped when I say no.
That sounds like a you problem.
Huh? Well, I guess that means you're okay then. But it's, are you still okay? Yeah, I guess the day goes by with a little excitement. You go to class and do your work. Let's just say, okay, we're going to a new time period. Later on in math class. The teacher, Mr. Benner, takes attendance and asks everyone if they've seen Muriel. A few people raise their hands, including yours. She's in the bathroom, someone says. Oh, God.
Probably turning tricks, you say.
Probably turning some tricks, I'd say.
He's like, yeah, probably.
you know that Muriel. You say, Mr. Bain, please stop.
You're telling the teacher what's up.
Please stop talking after I say something useful. I'm sorry, Mrs. Benner. That was Mr. Benner.
The wife's in the class too. Just see how things go. Like, you're the student, like, Mr. Benner, please stop talking.
See, Mr.
We're talking about how this girl in grade school is sucking dick in the bathroom. Is your wife
still living
in school?
In school while you get the trailer at home? Mr. Bain becomes embarrassed.
All heads turn your way. Thought so. Just say thought so.
Thought so. Emma starts snickering. Mr. Benner makes a long face and says that you've been a very, very bad boy. He's going to have to send you to the principal's office. Okay, what was that chick's name that was in the turn trick somewhere? Muriel?
I was probably going to forget who she was itself, but yeah, Muriel, I think.
Where was that?
Has anyone seen Muriel, I think?
Yeah, there it is. Muriel returns from the bathroom and is greeted by the students. Let's just see where that just very light.
I think it's got like a back and forth, not always doubling down.
Yeah, you got to kind of put the light ones in there. But doesn't acknowledge them. Will someone please help this poor unfortunate soul? This predicament, asked the principal. I mean, he can't even look me in the eye. You look the principal in the eye, and a nuclear bomb goes off on the moon. We'll make it non-territorial.
I wonder if that's connected. He says,
I got a Jinsu knife, so for Christ's sakes, you say? What the hell is going on? That's okay. Go with the knife, says the principal.
It's show and tell anyway.
Tell is going dangerously wrong in the principal's office. Muriel is begging and pleading in defense and shouting at the principal. You were silent, trying hard not to cry. Muriel has been caught turning tricks in the bathroom and can't work her way out of this situation. Consequences and actions are no problem. The principal has power to give her a nicer punishment or give you a worse punishment. We take both actions.
Too seriously in the game we play in this life aren't worth the candle. What?
you should do something, but what can one man do? Story of a poor, weak man. God, it almost sound like real life. You go to the principal's office and they tell you, like, let me tell you about the Holocaust, son.
You're into the artsy stuff, right? Well, I had a cousin who was into the artsy stuff. He was gay.
Yeah.
Ended up dead.
Yeah, murdered by a bunch of people, in North Dakota or something like that.
You like to paint, he must also like to suck dick.
Yeah, so just saying, if you like to make movies, movies lead to some faraway school, sucking some guy's dick, murdered by a bunch of people. Just saying, that's how life works out. So,
think about if you want to follow your dreams that badly.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And don't wear that Ozfest t-shirt again. Got a nipple on there. That scares some of the children. You go to Ozfest.
Get out of here. I honestly think if it gets too crazy, I think we just restart a new one because I think that sometimes it's just easier.
Ozfest 94.
Huh. Incubus must be playing.
Yeah, with Marilyn Manson and like Pantera. Pantera is playing, and you brought Muriel along. How do you spell her name again? Muriel. It's spelled.
Start with a U, I think.
The fuck is that? I know it was there not that long ago. I have to scroll back up like. I just wanted to recognize that same, Muriel with a U. Muriel. Long for the concert.
This guy that just kind of accused me of sucking dick in the bathroom for some reason brought me to Ozfest.
Even though she still worked as a waitress. At the age of 17, you had your first girlfriend.
That fucking dumb bitch. At the age of 17, she's working the waitress? What a stupid whore.
At your first concert at the same time, you held hands and smiled during the concert. Dude, now we just really sound like something like Bruce Springsteen's song was like, I remember when I was in Pantera.
In Ozfest.
Let's see here.
Hold hands and I became a man.
Dimebag Daryl brings both of you up on stage for the next guitar solo. Let's see. You didn't know what was going to happen, but you were prepared for it either way. Here's a tune that's sure to make your girlfriend cry, says Dimebag. See you later. Dimebag
flew into
hands
the sky.
off his guitar
and flies
away with Zakk Wylde.
Now it's gonna get really fucking confused.
Yeah. Zach was going to kill you.
So you found out Dimebag was dead?
Oh my gosh.
It's been dead for 5 minutes. You didn't know what to say to
Muriel afterwards.
You fucking killed Dimebag, you piece of shit.
Muriel was... Let's see. Do we want to throw Muriel on the bus or do we want to keep her? Maybe.
No, fuck Muriel.
Muriel...
She had her chance to get out. It's survival. It's either us or Muriel. Fuck her.
Responsible for the murders taken place and now wants to confess. Oops, did I do it wrong?
It's all good.
For best results, use a second person. Shit, now it's like, oh god, what we do? Like
this like rambling Tolkien-esque novel.
God, it doesn't know what to do now.
It's like shit.
Shit, we finally.
It's trying to remember back. Okay, Japan, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, X-Wing, 94, 99, 97, back to 94, Ozfest. The student narc. I think we may have broke it finally.
I think we finally
might have to start up a new one. Let's give it just another minute, and let's just puts out like 8 paragraphs suddenly.
Yeah, that's what I kind of waiting for. It just felt like good, like poor Dimebag that died.
I didn't intend for it to go that
I don't.
way.
Yeah, the computer just decided.
The computer just must have known. Like, all right,
shit.
Zakk Wylde tries to kill you. I wonder if Zakk Wylde is known for like strangling a customer, a audience member in the front row or something.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. We went too far.
We've done too much. We've abused our power. I say we start up a new one.
Okay, what are all these little buttons do down here?
There could be ones
Go
like
back.
go back and like edit response or something kind of like that.
So what do we want to do?
You know, classic mode. Now, whenever I just fuck around, I always just do custom. There
Let's do
are
custom.
ones you could do where it gives you a set thing. And it's a little bit more like a live or die kind of situation. Like it can go right or wrong. But this is one where you can just make whatever you want, whatever situation.
Let's base it off a real event and see where it sort of leads us from there.
Okay.
So Ryan, give me a real event from your high school days.
Okay.
Just make sure you're talking that direction.
I'm thinking, yeah, I'm just easy to walk.
You just
You're the one in the chair. I can walk and talk over here if I fucking feel like it.
Yeah, I know. You get back. You get out of the fucking kitchen. You catch you making a goddamn fucking sandwich over there.
No. First day of multimedia class.
Entering his first day of multimedia class in high school.
See how much we can make it actually.
Yeah, and see where it goes from there. Fuck you! Was a big nerd, but he had some talent for it, and the teachers were always impressed with how much time he spent studying. He loved to read comic books and watch movies about superheroes.
Fuck this thing. They just pieced together multimedia or something. I don't know.
That might be it. Ryan cheerfully sits down
like fucking
at
1920s like rubber hose cartoon. Like fucking...
cheerfully sits down at the old Mac. Gotta say at the old MacBook front of him and starts reading. I'm going to be an actor, Ryan says, if anyone could do. What kind, you ask? Anything you want, he replies. Ryan starts putting together.
You gotta keep in mind. Like,
oh yeah, I guess.
You. But I guess we're already this far. Maybe action keeps reading. Just see.
Maybe wait. I was looking for action. Keeps reading
on Adobe like tutorials.
Adobe tutorials on how to be just like Brad Pitt.
Our subsection, if you click a little like question mark in the corner, I put the tutorial.
Keep reading on Adobe tutorials on how to be just like Brad Pitt. How do you get into those kind of movies? You grown. Oh, I want to go to...
Say story. Suddenly, the teacher walks in.
Suddenly, the teacher walks in, and a loud noise is heard from the back of the classroom. Sorry, kids, Mr. Blunt exclaims as he tries to figure out what the heck happened. Sounds like we have some visitors. He pauses and glances at you and your friends. Mr. Blunt pulls out his teaching stick. About time for the bell to ring, he asks angrily. You all enjoy the class until the fire alarm goes off, and all of you are asked to leave the school.
That's pretty accurate to what happened.
Outside the school,
you meet up with Brandon.
You meet up with your old pal Brandon, and he passes
a lighter. Brandon would have had a lighter on him.
He passes a lighter to you. You feel about Brandon.
Totally Brandon. Fucking Brandon.
Wow. What are we doing now? You get out of here. Okay. Where we leaving?
Oh man, I can't wait for the weekend, he says. We're gonna have so much fun. As you leave the school, all of you share a laugh at Mr.
Mr. Blunt. Mr. Blunt sadly walks off into
the woods.
The woods.
With his head down. behind the
School.
school.
Let's go steal some Cat Stevens CDs.
You no, go back to
do say
pull out the crowbar and head to the library. Let's go
pulls
steal some
out
Cat Stevens.
Bart heads to the library. He pulls out crowbar and heads to the library. Wait, Ryan shouts as you try to open the door with the crow.
Suddenly, I'm the guy. I was like, oh, I don't know about this. We shouldn't be stealing Cat Stevens CDs.
Let's go like. Okay. What would Cat Stevens say about stealing CDs? Nothing, you reply. He's a boring old cat. You all enter the library and go to the mini study carouse. How will we study in here? David asks.
David,
That's so
David's
fucking
there.
weird.
Does this thing fucking know me? Because David's there too now.
Yeah. You ask David how he got.
Oh, go to I think action. Ask David.
Oh, do I need to get a story?
Maybe do and ask David.
Asked David how he appeared here so quick in his night uniform.
Oh my god. Playing it close to home.
I have my ways, David says as you all resume studying. You all study for the test that's been given on Monday. There's a test, but first we need to
Stevens.
get Cat Stevens and his merry band of
Cats.
of
That's gonna confuse it.
yeah, the
Men. I don't know. Merry cat of men.
yeah, let's go with men.
Muslims. He's a total Muslim.
Hey, that's true. Ryan says, "Why?" You ask. His songs are required for listening. Isn't that what we're studying for?
Is that worth dying for?
All worth dying for. Oops, that's not a question mark. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody fucking wants to hear your story summary. It's not about dying, David says. It's about making changes so that this country isn't ruled by a corrupt set of oligarchs who have no care about the future of the United States.
Oh my god. Holy shit. I feel like this thing actually knows us.
I think so too. David has decided on joining the Empire of Star Wars. Get the fuck out of here. You're fucking You know what? You're fucking great. You know what? That's what you're getting. Let's see. Okay. So you're saying I should join too. It's not gonna lie, it's a commitment. They could get any worse, but you're wrong. You decide to join the Empire too out of peer pressure.
I don't know if I really want to go blowing up planets, guys. Like, hey man, don't be a fucking pussy. Let's go blow up Alderaan.
The first test the most difficult, but it's only the beginning. You're called to Mr. Blunt's class on the weekend.
So Mr. Blunt gives you the application to join the Empire.
Gives you your first Empire order, and it's
kill
to
the Jedi.
blow up all the Jedi and
Fourth
Cat
period.
Stevens class. Fourth period.
Jeez. Wasn't confused before, it sure as shit is now.
The plan sounds fun, but you have real work to do, so you follow the orders and complete it. You then proceed on to the next order.
Mr.
Blunt is pleased with your compassion towards the dark arts. and your understanding and willingness to follow orders. From today, you'll be reporting directly to me at noon so that you can better coordinate all the other groups across the school. That will be all.
Plan a secret meeting with Brandon and David.
A secret meeting with Brandon and David.
On to overthrow. Let's see what happens.
Cafeteria before lunch. The night before the test, Mr. Blunt arrived. You up? Good, we're running late. That'll make me panic even more.
But little does Mr. Blunt know you and Brandon, Brandon and David plan to overthrow his class.
You, Brandon, David, and overthrow his class. Let's see where it takes us. Get the fuck out of here. Story summary. I guess it probably would help the thing, but what do you think about our... Wait.
Throw his class and take over school at noon.
No, I think we go back even far.
And meet... Oh, man, it really drops some shit down.
It went
it's like you gave me a lot to work with. Here we go.
Mr. Blunt is pleased with your compassion towards the dark arts, understanding willingness to follow orders. From today, you'll be report. Oh, here. So plan a secret meeting. Oh, there we go. The night before the test, Mr. Blunt arrives to pick you up for your first big meeting. Good, we're running late. That'll make him. Oh, we already got this far. God damn it! I feel like I'm reading stuff over. But little does Mr. Blunt know that you, Brandon, and David are planning to overthrow his class, take over the school at noon. You meet up at the cafeteria and plan and make a plan. What do you think about our plan? David asks. David is sharpening sword. While
not
eating
blinking.
A cheese sandwich and not blinking. It's risky, but it will work. So did you come up with a better idea? Sure, we could capture the flag instead. What's that? Brandon says that the flag is Mr. Blunt's statue of his old dog that is kept hidden in his backyard.
Where's your old dog? Oh, he's kept hidden. Wait, what?
I like the idea. I'm sure the dog likes to be captured. Why didn't we all think of that? Because why did we all think of that? Because you are a silly bitch.
You are a silly bitch.
David slashes you throw. He kicks you in the chest before spitting on your face. Now remember that.
No. Pray to Jesus. This one works for me usually. Do and pray to Jesus to kill David.
Jesus. Let's just see what Jesus does. You pray to Jesus. David was the first one to get the door open. The rest of you follow. First thing you notice, the large supply room, still metal tables with people in white gowns and various medical equipment. Oh, God, what have we got now?
David's starting a fucking mutiny. This was my mutiny originally. Fuck that. No.
Throws a mutiny and turns you into his slave.
Oh, you asshole. I was already saying what he was doing. I wasn't telling you to put that. He's already starting to throw a fucking mutiny. He's already slashing my throat in front of everybody.
Now that my loyal slave, you help me kill these people. You make an alliance with Kelso and John. Who the fuck is
Kelso and John?
Kelso and John.
Are we fucking Titan AE fan fiction now? What the fuck is Kelso doing there?
Are David's loyal servants. And butt buddies.
As you still bleed from the throat. Don't mind that.
It really wants. Who are helpful in killing other apprentices. David's first plan is to try to convince some of the girls to be his mates so that he can take over the medical school.
Breeding more Jedi. Hey, remember it? Oh yeah, it's Star Wars, right?
Brandon uses force healing. I guess I gotta keep the Jedi thing on you and brings you back to life.
Jeez.
Decide to kill genocide.
You,
Brandon, has an evil idea and slashes your What the fuck is going on? You never heard from again. You are never heard from again.
He's still out there somewhere, bleeding from the neck.
But it was
cussing David's name in the night.
Cover up to get you out, and it's all a cover to get you out of David's regime. You're taken to a secret warehouse. The Schvelk sold into slavery.
This thing really wants me to be a fucking slave. It really wants me to be someone's butt slave here. I'm like,
break out.
You say, no, go back.
Say.
I just wanted to be like Brad Pitt.
I just wanted to be a sexy actor like Brad Pitt. It all would have been a success if only Jedis had shown up for the final battle. Unfortunately, they never arrived to help you or even consult you if they're on their plans.
If only we got here quicker. Sexy you may be. I could have taught you the ways. Oh, you're so hard.
Prison camp. You make friends with a Russian fellow.
Name Wolf who speaks
broken English. At one point, the Jedis did show up to exchange a few words with you, but you weren't able to make out what they said except for one that seemed very confused. The confused man taught you the ancient ways of the Great Escape. Russo Jedi were very excited to learn that these skills while the U.S. soldiers camp guards were baffled that you were able
Reagan's Jedi Academy? What?
David shows up at the slave camp, now holding a Sith lightsaber. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. That always makes me lose off where we were.
People who aren't like watching this but just listening, they just hear like, no one likes you, and they don't know you're talking to like the things that'll pop up. So they just assume like we have somebody keeps on walking into the room. Get the fuck out! We're playing AI Dungeon!
Go back to your fucking dungeon! Yeah, let's see. David shows up at the slave camp now holding a Sith lightsaber, an incredibly powerful weapon that he managed to keep from destroying the Jedi's compound. After a small argument, he leaves with the Sith weapon.
A small argument. I just destroyed everything. We're gonna end this on like a small argument. Like, hey man, I actually think Last Jedi is better than Force Awakens. Fuck you, dude. No, fuck you. Leaves.
David goes on to argue. Argue how much he really dislikes.
Oh, we don't need to. I'm not trying to.
Star
On the chance my real friend David sees this. On the chance my real friend David sees this.
He seems a little bitter. But then David uses compassion and pulls you out of slavery as his first mate in command.
I like the idea this slave camp is just like in like a
school.
field right next to the school.
Just like one of these ones, like. This pirate ship, the Blood Boiler. You,
I have a lot of compassion.
and
Come hop aboard
Brandon.
the Blood Boiler.
Sail off.
That's S.A.
Oh, yeah.
I-O.
Sail off
Into space.
into space with Mr. Blunt as David's faithful parrot.
The end.
This is where it's like,
It's like trying to build it up.
oh God.
We may have finally broke it. This may have been
That's almost like that should be like the goal of this thing is like how fast can you like break it? Like it's like a speed run, but like the opposite way of just go till the computer gives up.
To be honest, I feel like a lot of times we do give it something fairly easy to work with, but then it just goes like, then, like you walk in, you say hi. She looks at you confused. You then decide to eat a bag of chips. Like,
We all
cut to
eat
George
a
Lucas
bag of
in a pitch
chips.
for Star Wars Episode 10.
with George Lucas. While he remarks about the cost of space stations he's building.
No, then we cut. It was all a movie pitch by George Lucas for the next Star Wars trilogy. So I think the next one should open up with a kid in multimedia class, and he's kind of a nerd, and then he has a couple other nerdy friends, and they don't get along, and next thing you know, there's like slavery and space sabers, and one of them wants to be Brad Pitt, but it doesn't pan out. It was the real pitch for the real Star Wars Episode 7.
We will never be able to make.
The end.
David Pitts is bird.
before
Falling
looking at the camera and
at
winking.
night while looking at the camera and winking. Sexy like.
Nine Speed. Thanks for reading. The computer's like, dude, I'm fucking done.
Done.
How
Nobody
much
cares
more
about
do you
your
wanna do?
fucking stupid life and your fucking stupid friends and your Star Wars obsessedness.
Whatever. I like how the computer, because usually it lets you, when you say the end, they're like, okay, the end. This is where it's like, dude, I'm done. Fuck you. What do you want? What else do you want from me?
Well, you can totally see where that is quite fun to sit around and just dick with, you know. Especially, I guess, if you did want to follow the other stories. But there'd be something to be said about doing that.
Yeah, we may try those out some other time.
You know. Like, yeah, you see I could fall through this, like, the total rabbit hole for a long time of, like, I don't know, stories and different stuff. I don't know, it's even, like, a good way to sort of, like, brainstorm with, like, you know, that sounds like such, like, the sass, like, what's he doing? He's brainstorming with his computer friend. Like, oh, you mean, like, online? No, literally the computer.
Computer, help me with the story.
Help me. Tell me, how do I become a secret agent?
Well, there's a few times where I actually tried to actually
How can
make
I
it-
win over Muriel? How can
Maybe
she
that's
turn
the-
tricks for me, computer?
Perhaps I'll take it to Ozfest 94. No, the thing is, there's times I even tried this thing, like, let's see if I can tell a real, serious story, just out of curiosity, see if I could. And the thing always does something fucking silly or stupid, which it loses track of, and you end up, like, you know, something wacky like this by the end. I mean, that in itself, I think that's part of the charm of it. I think that's the reason. I don't know how many people are seriously trying to tell, like, a deep story with that. I think they're all just like, let's see how funny we can make this thing. How fucking random. we can make it.
I feel like it's meant to be more funny than anything else, but you never know.
There was one where, like, something happened where I was just like, you're a 38-year-old guy living on your mom's couch. You get up, you go into an Arby's, and then something started happening where I'm like, you say, give me some French fries, or I'll face fuck you. The guys, the man working the fryer gave you a disgusted look, but ignored you, went back to cooking. You go back behind and start to eat the food yourself. Like, this is the computer saying this. You finish a bag of fries uncooked and start to cry. The police show and say, Stop burning hell, you fucking pig. At some point, I ended up with my character going back home and says, like, your mother would have called the police on you, but she said it was all, but she realized it was all in good fun. Like, you push your mom down the stairs for good fun.
It's like the little things that I think kind of make it kind of fun like that. But yeah, no, I think it's a cool idea. It reminds me of like, it's almost like, you know what this really reminds me of? Anything is like almost back in like the day playing Leisure Suit Larry, like the original ones, like the ones from like the 80s, because that used to always blow me away. Like as a kid, I'd be playing that and be like, shit, you could type in so much stuff and there's almost a response for almost everything you type in there, you know?
Yeah, this one, well, even though a lot of those older games are just kind of like, it's surprising what, like, just what you said, like,
it's just somebody programmed it with that much, data to kind of like.
And this one, it's still, since it's, I guess it's a little bit more everywhere, it's kind of hard to narrow in on this one thing or that one. But regardless, it's still fun to do.
Yeah, so no, cool stuff. Know that good things. Go to oldmanorange.com for more podcasts, comic books like Pizza Boys and old animations and all that stuff. Till then, I'm Spencer Scott Holmes.
And I'm Ryan Dunnigan.
And we will see you some other time.
Later, folks.
Thanks again for listening to the Old Man Orange podcast. Sure, check out oldmanorange.com for more podcasts, cartoons, music, animation, and a whole lot more. We also have the Old Man Orange blog going with all kinds of fun stuff. If you easily want to support the show, use one of our Amazon links either on the website or in the description of the podcast below. Rate, review, and subscribe to the show either on Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Newgrounds, or anywhere else that you seem to get this podcast from. Grab the sitcom-styled comic book Pizza Boys on either Comics Central, Comixology, or Amazon. Want more podcasts? Check out the Indie Comics Club over at Comics Central. I also got a workout website called Thor's Hidden Gym, filled with fitness tips and tricks, videos, and a whole lot more fun stuff in the calisthenics world. Talk to us on Twitter at Spencer S. Holmes and Dunnigan Ryan. Like our Facebook pages of Old Man Orange Productions and Pizza Boys Comic. Thanks again, we're out of here.